In the first part, we saw the fire within Hamza that burnt down all of Liari, but how that fire started and what grief and rage he has been suppressing we will see in this episode. The story begins with the past of Hamza, i.e. Jaskirat, where he is taking pictures with his family because he has got a job in the army and is going for training. The whole family is very happy. Here we see his sister, his parents, and his friend Pinda. Now the story moves forward a few days, and we see Jaskirat and Pinda, who are with a politician from UP. This politician deals in powder, drugs, and has a good relationship with Pinda's father here, so he has come to take some powder from them. And the name of this politician is Atif Ahmed. Atif asks Pinda who this boy with him is, and he says he is his friend, and is in the army. Hearing this, Atif starts laughing. Here, Pinda also takes some weapons from Atif. Why? You will find out later. From here, both leave directly for their village and stop in front of a house. We see blood in the eyes of both, as if they are hiding a deep secret. Pinda asks, "Think again. Is this the only way?" Pinda says, "Buddy, it was my dream to see you in uniform," but Jaskirat says that if God wills, he will wear the uniform in the next life, but in this life, he has to look after his family. And he takes the gun from him and enters that house directly and asks someone, "Where is my sister?" That man tells him she is downstairs. Jassi asks him repeatedly, but he was trying to mislead him, and right then Jassi shoots him. And from here begins the naked dance of death. It seems as if a devil has entered Jassi. He kills everyone one by one, and asks everyone, "Where is my sister?" And in this way, he finishes the whole family alone. But the last man tells him that his sister is in Tilupump Walikothi. He reaches there directly and sees that these people have treated his sister very badly and she has been beaten and tied up. Jassi completely breaks down seeing her. He starts crying and hugs his sister. From here the scene reaches the court where we learn the reason behind all this. Jassi's father was badly beaten and hung from a tree over a land dispute by a local MLA cum gangster. And then when even that did not satisfy them, they did terrible things to his two sisters and brutally killed the elder sister. Then they kidnapped the younger sister and kept her with them. And now we understand why there is so much rage inside Jassi. Seeing the case, the judge sentences Jassi to death because he had killed 12 people. When he comes out from there, he meets his mother and his friend. Pinda loves his sister, and Jassi tells him to take care of her. Now Jassi is being taken for hanging, but on the way, some goons attack him and take him away. The next moment, when his eyes open, Officer Sushant was sitting in front of him. He was not saved by any goons but by the Indian agency, because they had seen a fire inside Jassi, and they wanted to give that fire a purpose with a spark. Just then, Ajay Sanyal enters. He recognizes Jaskirat's skills and says that such a person is born once in a century, so he asks him to work for India's intelligence agency. But he is now dead to the world, and now he can never meet his family. Along with this, if he agrees to their terms, his mother will be given 30,000 rupees every month as a pension. Jassi had no other way, so he gets ready for the mission. From here he reaches Kabul directly, where he gets a note to go to Liari. Here Jassi looks at his family photo for the last time and tears come to his eyes. He knows that it is very difficult to return from the path he has stepped on. He burns that picture, and from here Hamza is born. He meets Alam and was telling him this whole story, as we know that Alam is also an Indian spy. In the next scene we see Rahman Dakait, who is now dead and mourning is being observed in the whole of Liari. But on the other hand, we see Arshad Papu, who declares himself the new king of Liari. He thinks Rahman is no more, and now he will rule. But here on the other side, Major Iqbal meets SP Chowdhury and asks why he killed Rahman. Here the SP tells him a fake story that the big boss, Bade Sahab, had a plot of land and Rahman was occupying it, so he had to do this. At this moment we see a crowd on the street because these people burn a man alive in broad daylight because he refused to give his shop to the major. These people spread a false rumor that he is insulting Islam and then he is burnt. The story now shifts towards Uzair Balok, who has gone completely mad after his brother's death. He wants to kill SP Chowdhury somehow. He wants Chowdhury's severed head, but Hamza explains that rangers roam around Chowdhury, and before Chowdhury we have to teach Arshad Papu a lesson because he gave the news about Rahman to the SP. And to prove this, Hamza calls Rizwan, another Indian spy who was now in Arshad Papu's gang. Hearing him, Uzair is convinced that yes, Arshad Papu is involved in all this. And from here begins the Liari gang war. On one side Uzair Baloch, on the other side Arshad Papu. This fight goes on for a long time. Taking advantage of this, Hamza wants to finish Arshad Papu's gang. But Arshad Papu is not getting caught by anyone. Right here Hamza gives an idea that burn the whole of Liari, Arshad himself will come out. So now destruction begins on all sides, and Arshad gets scared and calls Jamil directly. Jamil says that now you have to get out of there anyway and go to my milk factory. Then from there, I will save you. Arshad reaches the factory directly, but Hamza and Uzair are already waiting for him there, and they beat him very badly. Then they bring him to the streets of Liari and cut his throat in front of everyone and play football with his head, seeing which terror and fear enter everyone's heart that now the new king of Liari is Uzair Baloch. But now corpses are hanging everywhere in Liari, and angry at this, the Prime Minister of Pakistan scolds Jamil very much that now the public is demanding his resignation because there has been so much bloodshed. So here the Major says that we now have to divert the public's attention and pick up some Baloch boys from college and declare them terrorists, so that the public forgets about this and we can do our work. And the PM says that now we break our alliance with the PAC party because there has been a lot of bad name. Let me tell you, the PAC party is the party of Baloch people. And Jamil says that we should send Uzair to jail now, so that there can be peace for a few days. When Uzair finds out about this, Hamza tells him to go to Dubai, because staying here is not safe for him. But there too he had set his fielding. As soon as he reaches there, Dubai police catch him. Here SP Chowdhury kills some innocent children, calling them terrorists, among whom was the Baloch leader's son. He gets very angry at this, he will take revenge for this. But at the right time. Here now the throne of Liari is empty and one king is left, Hamza, so now the whole Liari is his. Here Hamza finds out that Zardari's party is leaving him, so he joins hands with the opposition party, and that party is run by Nawaz Shafiq. That is, now the power of Pakistan is going to overturn. Elections are held and Nawaz Shafiq's party wins. And once again now Hamza rules in the whole of Liari, and with this, he has also become a father. Here we meet Major Iqbal's family, in which there is his father who always insults him that he is impotent, and he could not destroy India, and also gives him bad abuses. We know that Iqbal's father was a brigadier when the 71 war happened. Hearing all this, Major Iqbal gets angry but says nothing. Meanwhile now Hamza meets the Baloch leader, and he is given the title of Sher-e Baloch, which was earlier with Rahman. That is, now he has the support of all Baloch people. In the next scene we meet someone from whom the plot of the story is going to open, i.e. who is the big boss, Bade Sahab. We get to know this. The Major takes Hamza to a big luxurious palace, and there we see Dawood Ibrahim. Yes friends, that same big boss. Dawood says that ever since the Chaiwala has come to the country, fear has increased among our people. Here Hamza is completely surprised to see Dawood, while on the other side Dawood has made another new plan so that he can harm India. He wants to send money to India's elections so that he can make his man win and do whatever he wants. And on the other hand they will sell drugs from Pakistan to India, which will make a lot of profit, and with that profit they will buy more guns and harm India. For this, some boys are called from India, and among these boys was Pinda. Yes, the same Pinda, Jassi's friend, and now he deals in powder. Hamza is afraid to see him that he might recognize him. But due to being intoxicated he cannot recognize him. In the midst of all this we see Zahor Mystery. Yes, the same terrorist who hijacked the Indian plane and escaped to Pakistan, and today he deals in powder. Now they find out that selling all the goods will make a profit of 150 crores, with which they will buy guns. In this joy, a party is organized at night, and here Pinda takes Hamza along on the pretext of the bathroom, and a mystery is revealed. He had recognized Hamza that he is his friend Jassi. He asks him, "Didn't you miss home? Didn't you come back?" Yes, I had suspected earlier because every month 30,000 rupees used to come into your mother's account. Here Hamza explains to him that he should not do this deal because it will result in many people being killed. But Pinder says, will you teach me? You yourself have become a terrorist. And in this scuffle, a fight breaks out between the two of them and Pinder dies. Now if everyone outside finds out that he is dead, then everyone's suspicion will go to Hamza, so he quietly comes out. But after a while there is a clamor and we see Alam near Pinder. Yes friends, he has taken all the blame on himself, but the SP asks why he did such a thing, so he does not give any answer. So he understands that he is an Indian spy. And when Hamza finds out that Alam has been caught, he shoots him because this could have leaked his secret. And he gives the reason that he was entering his house and doing bloodshed, so he killed him. But this thing keeps bothering SP Chowdhury somewhere. So he tells his partner to keep an eye on Hamza. And Alina was listening to all these things from a distance. She runs and starts searching the room, and just then she finds Hamza's diary in which all his secrets were hidden. Seeing this, she also understands that Hamza is a spy, and as soon as he comes, she points a gun at him and tells him to tell the truth. Now Hamza is trapped here, so he tells her everything truthfully and says that his real name is not even Hamza, and what do you think that everything is going fine here in Pakistan? Here too your people are killing innocents. And hearing all this, Alina forgives him and also tells him that SP Chowdhury has started doubting him now. Hearing this, Hamza understands that now buddy, the SP's fielding has to be set. And he reaches the Baloch leader directly, who is already after the SP. He tells him the whole plan, that tomorrow Uzair Baloch is coming back to Pakistan and the SP is going to kill him. On this pretext, we will blow him up with a bomb on the street. The next day comes and Hamza's call comes to the SP. He tells him that on the road you are going, some Baloch boys are standing, so you go by another road. But the SP already knows that Hamza is going to set his fielding, so he sends a junior in his place and himself goes out by some other road. But he forgot that Hamza is also his father. As soon as he comes out with the car, a boy starts chasing him, and as soon as he reaches the highway, he hits his car, resulting in a big explosion and the end of SP Chowdhury. That is, another leaf has been cleared. Everyone was sad at the death of the SP, especially his junior, whom he had told to get after Hamza, and he now intensifies his investigation. Meanwhile, Uzair Baloch has returned to Pakistan and he is sentenced to 12 years. And Hamza tells him that he needs a few days' time, then he will bring him out. But we know the truth that he will never do such a thing because he has to rule in Liari. After settling everyone, he reaches Dubai to meet Ajay Sanyal and informs him that Pakistan is going to send 60,000 crore rupees of counterfeit currency to India and we have to do something quickly. Ajay Sanyal understands that if something is not done, destruction will be created in India. And right in the next scene, we see that 501,000 rupee notes have been banned in India. And seeing this, Major Iqbal goes crazy because their mission has failed now. The currency they printed is now useless. And seeing this, Javed, the businessman who had printed these notes, has now gone mad. Now what will he do with so much money? So he calls Hamza and says, "Buddy Hamza, save me, otherwise Big Boss will kill me, show me some way." Hamza shows him the way up, kills him, and burns all the money. Meanwhile, in India, Atif Ahmed goes to jail because he had done many bad things. Right at the next moment, Hamza now gets complete freedom. He starts killing all the people present in Pakistan who have made any terrorist conspiracy against India. One by one, terror spreads among terrorists everywhere in Pakistan. And at the end, he reaches that Zahor mystery and puts him to death too. Seeing all this, Dawood has also gone furious, and he calls the Major and Hamza. He says find out who is doing this and also talks about sending some terrorists to India. Now here, Hamza brings a chemical in his hand to kill Dawood. But as soon as he is going to touch him, a nurse comes there, and Dawood survives. That is, Hamza lost one last chance. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see that Atif Ahmed is also killed. And that SP Junior whom the SP had put behind Hamza, now he has come to know the whole truth that Hamza is an Indian spy. To confirm this, he threatens Alina. Alina tells the truth out of fear for her son. Now that Junior calls Major Iqbal directly. The one you have given importance to is none other than a spy. Now that Hamza's truth has come out, he calls him to his den with ammunition, because some terrorists were to go to India from here today. Hamza reaches there directly, but the major had already set Hamza's fielding. But Hamza was also no less. He had hidden bombs in those weapons, and had already told his spy friend that if I don't come out, blow up the bomb. Here, as the major was about to kill Hamza, right then that bomb explodes, and in the meantime, the Baloch leader enters, who had entered with his men to kill the major and his people. He was already angry at the major, so now shooting starts from all sides. Taking advantage of this, the major escapes from there. But now Hamza is not one to let him go. He runs after him, but now the major beats Hamza very much and says that now we will make Delhi also Islamabad and will destroy your country. Now hearing this, as if Hamza has gone mad, and he picks up a chain and cuts his leg itself, and then drags him and ties him to a petrol tank. And even now the major's ego has not gone, so Hamza burns him alive. After this, he directly calls Alina and says that his story was only this much. He apologizes to her, and after giving a last goodbye, cuts the phone. But right then ISI enters, and now they catch Hamza. They torture him a lot and ask, "Where are your remaining agents?" But Hamza does not open his mouth. But at this moment, Ajay Sanyal's call comes to the ISI chief, and he asks to release Hamza. But the ISI people are not ones to release him, and now they will tell the world that they have caught an Indian agent, which will defame India. So here, Ajay Sanyal plays his move. He sends a video to the ISI chief. In the video, the chief had gone to meet Israeli ministers and was giving them some information in exchange for money. But right at this moment, the Israelis secretly record this meeting. And now if this video comes out, then the whole of Pakistan will get after the ISI chief, because Pakistan considers Israel an enemy, and they will burn his wife and children alive too. Out of this fear, the chief releases Hamza. But a big question is that if he releases Hamza, then someone else has to be caught in his place, so that they can show the public that they have caught a spy. So Hamza says that you can put all the blame on Uzair and make him the spy. That is, now Uzair is trapped. Meanwhile, when Hamza returns to the border, he gets a very big surprise. A very old Indian spy had come to send him back, and this was none other than Jamil. That same Jamil of Liari. Jamil says that he had come to Pakistan 40 years ago and was sent to enter the politics here. Along with that, when he had seen Dawood, he thought of killing him right then. But more important than killing him is to make him suffer. So I gave him that same chemical which you were going to give. From that chemical, first he will have food poisoning, then slowly all his organs will stop working. And he had already done this work 40 years ago. Well, now from here, Hamza, i.e. Jassi, reaches India directly and meets Ajay Sanyal directly. He thanks him that he has sacrificed a lot for the country, and he will always be ready for him, and tells him to stay in a hotel. But after a while, it is found that Jassi is not there because he has set out to meet his family in his village. He reaches directly in front of his house and sees his mother and sister. Seeing them, tears come to his eyes. But he stops his steps because his duty towards his country comes first. He knows that if he meets them, he will not be able to go back. That's why he takes his steps back from here. And this scene shows us how a spy leaves everything and gives priority only to his country. With this, the story ends.